Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Hi friends, we're back again.
Hola, y'all.
Your favorite recovering party girls. Even though sometimes I don't think I'm actually recovering, I'm still a party girl.
Secretly.
Secretly. What did you do this week? What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? So this past Friday, I went to a listening party for this rap duo.
You're famous. You go to listening parties and shit.
Know, listen to me. God
You're kind of a socialite.
Fuck,
You're kind of a socialite.
Yeah.
Just casually.
So, I was invited to a listening party, y'all.
Because I'm an influencer.
So, no, these guys I've known for a while. I covered them way back a couple years ago, and these guys are so fucking dope. They're called Blazing Black. They have this awesome album that just released. It is called...
You're right, getting exclusive shit,
yes,
too.
I'm getting exclusive shit, y'all. So, Pop Culture Music Electric Revival is the name of this album. Now, it has elements of like College Dropout, a little bit of Pharrell, 2001, but these guys, their stage presence is so awesome. So at this listening party, it was held at the City Dance Hall, which I'm assuming that it was just like a dance place, theater. And when I got there was like these couches. It was like a living room set up, and I didn't know what to really expect. I was really thinking,
You're so famous.
I was really thinking like, what the hell? Why is there a couch and some chairs and shit? Like, what's gonna happen? So the show starts, and it's like they had a like some people acting out scenes, and those scenes segued into the songs that they played. Oh. Now I've been to some concerts. I've never seen that before, and I just thought that was super creative and super cool, and I was just really like, man, these guys are fucking awesome. They've won the Houston Press Award for Best Rap Group. They performed at the Super Bowl. These guys are really, and they have like a really large following. So, y'all need to go support Blazing Black. They are super fucking dope. Rick Blaze and Bishop Black, awesome guys, super nice, super creative. Their music is awesome, especially this album it's awesome. Awesome.
Well,
favorite
good.
song is Jello.
Jello.
It's called Jello. But if you hear it, you'll be popping it.
Well, that's fine. You're so famous.
Thank you, girl.
You really are.
I'm really famous. I'm
really,
low-key.
Yeah, you low-key kind of a
low-key.
celebrity. I'm just so happy to be in your presence.
No problem, girl.
Well, this week, my Women Crush Wednesday goes to Nina Mosley. And... you guys know Nina, but you don't know Nina. Nina Mosley is Nia Long's character from Love Jones. And by far, she is one of the baddest bitches in the game. And still. She looks so good.
I mean, she is killing these
hoes. Still. I kind of like scroll her Instagram pretty often. She has cute little sons.
She's
and like
just
the baby.
bad.
Yeah, the baby knows he's super cute too, because he was like singing like the Jackson 5 song. And then it's like he smiled at the end like, I'm cute. I'm like, oh, I love him. But Nina Mosley is in one of the greatest love movies of all time, in my opinion, Love Jones. And the reason she is my Woman Crush Wednesday is because she literally was out here just being a bad bitch for 2 hours or an hour and 45 minutes. So anybody who hasn't seen Love Jones, you've seen Love Jones, right?
I have not. I know.
Okay, so I kind of want to get a new co-host.
No.
Who has not seen Love Jones?
I know. I just...
What? They play that shit on TV like every weekend. TV One Centric and BET stay playing Love Jones. But anyway, so Nina Mosley, the movie opens up and Nina Mosley is like breaking off she had just broke up with her dude and like they were engaged or whatever. So she goes and she meets fine ass Darius Love Hall, who's played by Lawrence Tate. Yes. So fine. And so he's trying to get at her and she like swerving him, and finally, of course, they go on their first date. She's my type of girl. She slept with him on the first night. My type of chick. And so he woke up and like she knew her box was good because she woke up and she thought he had left, and she come downstairs and he up there cooking omelets and shit. And it's like, girl, your pussy line would go. Like, hey girl.
He cooking breakfast?
Cooking breakfast.
Did he have his shirt on in the scene?
No, he had his shirt off, and then you could tell he knew he was being like kind of like soft because he was just like, I made some omelets. Like the way he said it was kind of like he was a little embarrassed. Like, dang, I'm already nose wide open for this girl. And actually, they actually have one of the best sex scenes I think ever. Like their sex scene in Love Jones is good. It's like I remember as a kid watching it with my mama. I mean, I pretended to go to the bathroom, but I like
you tried to go back behind the corner.
Yeah, because I was like 8 or 9 or something. But like Love Jones came out like 96, 97 maybe. So so she gets with Darius or whatever. They have this whole little thing going, and then she fucks up. Her ex-fiance comes back and was like, we should see if it's gonna work out. We kind of gave up too easy. Now, a nigga like me would have went to New York because the ex-fiance lived in New York, right? So my thing was, even as a kid, I was just like, go to New York, don't say nothing to Darius. And this is me being a child. This is me in elementary school, knowing if you tell this nigga that you going to New York to see your old dude, he gonna be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
She tells him. Dumbass.
But she was being honest.
Well, why she being honest? Like they were supposed to be kicking it. Like that was
she
the thing.
Being
like
honest.
No, but they was like, we just kicking it. This ain't really serious. I mean, we just fucking and we eat
that
pizza.
That means the honesty.
But why tell? Like, why you can just take your ass to New York and shut the hell up? So that's not even an issue. She goes. She tells him. He was like, oh, you trying to see old dude? And she basically like, yeah. And so she goes to New York. Her and old dude fall apart because he's a douchebag. They argue about some cereal. they really do. They argue about some like Captain Crunch or some shit. They really do. And I get it because I get Captain Crunch. I get it. So they argue about some cereal. She go back to Chicago. She waiting on Darius to call her. Darius is like, nah, you done took your ass over there to New York. Whatever. So by this time, Darius is seeing some other chick or whatever. She sees him with the chick. Now, most people be like, okay, he with some chick. Let me just move on. Go find somebody else. Nina Mosley is GOAT because she moved on to his friend.
Ooh.
Hollywood, which is Bill Bellamy's character. So, let's recap. She tells a nigga I'm going to New York to see my ex-fiance. Then she get back in town and now she fucking with your homeboy. Everything explodes one night at this party. She goes with the friend. Darius comes in and she's like, ooh, 2 niggas I fuck with. And, it's a whole little scene or whatever. And Darius comes back and it's like, yo, you went to New York to fuck old boy. Now you hanging out with my homeboy. Like, yo, what's up with you? She is GOAT because after all that, Darius still took her back and was in love with her. And that lets me know that you can just, you can do what you want, because we make a lot of decisions for niggas. Like, we don't want to hurt no niggas' feelings.
True.
We're natural nurturers, and we, don't see.
We think about
their feelings. Mm-hmm. And Nina taught me that I can do me, and if that nigga loves you, he will come back to you and it will work. So Nina Mosley, and I don't think she was meant to, I don't think that was the lesson, right? But that's what I took from it. I don't think that was the lesson. Yeah, I don't really think that was the lesson, but that's what I took from it because literally, and then they end up breaking up again because she was like, "Do you think I slept with him?" And Darius was like, somebody my mama told me a long time ago, don't ask nothing you don't want to know the answer to. And I remember I took that with me to like even now that some shit I'm just not gonna ask. So I really don't want to know if you fucking my neighbor. Like, it's okay. I don't need to know that information. I don't need to know who you slept with yesterday. Just certain questions I won't ask. And Darius Love Hall and Nina Mosley from Love Jones taught me all of that. So, and Nia Long, bitch,
bad.
Stay bad for 25 years.
For the next, because she's probably still gonna be bad in the next 25 years.
She's better than everybody right now, actually. Like, I don't even understand. I don't even know what is she vegan? I need to have a conversation with her.
Seriously, what is she eating? What are you drinking? I want to know.
And then she went and got that quiet money. Like, her dude is like an assistant coach or something for the Dallas Mavericks. So she went and got that, like, quiet money, too.
Oh, an assistant coach. Oh, see, that's how you do it. See, if I'm trying to get a player, you get somebody that works.
Get somebody from the organization.
Want the help. Yeah, I don't want the help.
Yeah,
that's the basketball players are the help.
Yeah. In comparison, yeah.
In comparison
to them incomes.
Yeah. Cheers to you, Neil.
You were just so bad. And Nina Mosley just taught me so much. It taught me I can mess with somebody's friend and he still get back with me. Thank you. That's what she taught me.
Thank you.
But this week, our topic is hold on to your hats, friends.
And hold on to your pearls.
Hold on to your pearls and your vagina. We are recovering from your hoe phase. You's a hoe. You remember that song?
Yes.
Ho, you, I swear that you's a hoe. Ho, you doing hoe activities with hoe tendencies.
Yeah.
Hoes are your friends. Hoes are your enemies. Like, Ludacris has came such a long way too, now that I think about it.
And that song is really, it says a lot.
It says a lot. It says a lot. So, listen here. What do you think? So, I've always said this, and I think I've said this to you before, and I said this to my homegirl Christy not too long ago, or probably like, I think we were talking a couple of days ago, and I was like, why do women get hoe phases, but we never say that for men? Do we not think of men as hoes, or them just being men? Because I still consider, like, if you like a dude that's like fucking everybody, I will call you a hoe.
No,
But it, like, I think the general consensus, because why don't
just being a man?
Yeah. So why don't we? Because I was talking to my homegirl, and she was like, "Men don't get hoe phases; they get settled down phases." And I'm like, you know what? That's actually it. They don't get. We get labeled hoe. We get a hoe phase. Like everyone says, your hoe phase should happen in college. Blah blah blah. But we never say that about men. I hate them so much. I do. I hate them.
One of my really good guy friends, he has that same logic, because he'd be telling me about some of these, because he's like on Tinder, so he does like
I was on Tinder.
thing.
I was on Tinder once,
but and he'll be telling me these stories, and I'll be like, yo, come on, man. And then he like, I'm a man, that's the difference.
Well, what do you consider a hoe though? Because I think everyone has their own personal definition of
what is a hoe
to you. Know. Like, why would you call a girl a hoe?
I would say somebody who, if you sleep with more than one guy in a small amount of time, so if it's not one person, okay, let me get my thoughts together.
Girl, get your thoughts together, because I'm like, more than one person, I might be a hoe child.
But in like 2 days, and you sleep with like
okay, no, I
guys.
think okay. If you're okay, who
I know people that do that or have done that.
How do your pussy handle that? Like, my vagina funny acting. My vagina acts like me.
It's temperamental.
My vagina is very temperamental. Like, my vagina gets turned off by different things. Like, my vagina is funny acting.
Yeah, but no.
So I can imagine like 4 people in 2 days.
I mean, I know some girls that'll, or like you fuck a group of friends. One girl that just fucks everybody.
That's the only actual time I call somebody a hoe. Like, even in like college, and the thing is, people. Okay, so I knew this chick in college. It was like 5 or 6 dudes. It was like this clique they called the Detroit clique. It was like all these guys that came from Detroit or whatever. So it was about 5 or 6 of them. She fucked like 3 or 4 of them. So she fucked more than half the crew. I consider her a hoe. And not necessarily, I mean, at the time, fucking 4 or 5 people was not out the norm of what I guess everybody else was doing, but everybody else spreaded it amongst, like, fuck a basketball player here, you fuck you a Kappa, you fuck you a geek.
Yeah,
you
spread it out.
You spread this out, right? So, like, nobody can, like, we can't have, like, a round table discussion about my vagina amongst your clique, because I was only effing one person in your clique, so he the only one who had the experience,
right? Right.
So that was the only time I consider a person a hoe. And then even like with the basketball team, she did like three of them. But the basketball team lived in like this one building. So you done fuck 3 people in this building of this small number. So that's the only time I would consider somebody like if you fucking brothers and cousins and best friends of the same clique.
Or if you are fucking your friend's boyfriend.
You're not even a hoe. You're just a trifling ass bitch. Like, I don't even consider you.
They're girl. These people like that. Or they'll like mess with like a close. Let's say you got a circle of friends, right? And the other girl has the boyfriend, but y'all friends, but y'all not like best friends.
Y'all in the clique together. Y'all know each other.
Yeah, we're in the clique together, but we we're not that close. But you still fuck the boyfriend.
I don't even consider that a hoe. I just consider you trifling as hell.
That's hoe-ish. That's hoe tendencies. That's hoe-ish. That's hoe-ish.
Well, what if it's the only guy she's fucking?
And
I mean, that could be a possibility that she's only sleeping with him.
So
that make like if she's only sleeping with him, right? And she ain't fucking with nobody else, and they sleeping together, right?
Yeah, it's still a hoe.
So
because that's your friend's boyfriend.
Don't fuck with Adrianna, man.
Please don't. Because I'll come for you and him.
Ooh, tried it. No, I think have you ever been called a hoe?
I'm sure. Yeah, all the time.
No, and see, do you think being a hoe has to do with personality as well? Because I knew people out of my clique. I was always the personality. I was like the focus, not the focus, but I had such a big personality in comparison to my friends who were kind of like, oh, cute and quiet and sweet and oh.
I agree with because I'm like that. And my one of my good friends, her baby daddy, I saw him in a club one night, and at the time they were together. I know they were together. So I was like in the corner chilling, but then I saw him from out the cut, and I was just like, oh, okay. So I text my girl. I was like, hey man, y'all still together? Y'all good? And she was just like, what you see? So I told her what I saw. Man, the next day, I get a message on Facebook about I'm a hoe, I'm this, I'm that.
Who sent you the message?
The baby daddy.
Oh.
So I guess he realized that it was me that told her. But I get that because, I used to get that a lot in my early 20s because I was single, I was cute, I was, I was just popping.
You were free-spirited? Because I
was cute, and I was making money. I was working at Scott's, and I guess people just assumed that.
Well, I think people think bartenders are hoes anyway.
They do. It's like a low level stripper.
Yeah, because 50% of bartending is literally being hospitable and flirty and fun.
Yeah, and I hate that.
I do too because I have such a horrible fucking attitude. I hate everyone. I literally hate the fucking world. For real. I hate people.
Last night I almost smacked somebody in the face because he was like, oh man, I love skinny girls. I love petite women.
I told you Adrianna like a 00.
In a European, I'm a 4. American size, American size, I am small. Anyways, but he kept like, oh, I like skinny women. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then he was just like getting real close to me, and I was just like, bro, seriously, this is not that type of party. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Get the fuck out of my face. And he was just like, ooh, spicy. You're spicy.
Yes, caliente.
Yeah, smacked my water bottle across his face. And I was like, I am a woman and I will be respected.
I cannot. You're dramatic. You're being dramatic.
He goes, oh, I'm so sorry. But, it's just like guys think that because you wear
skimpy clothes.
And
you're flirtatious. You have to be. That's a part of the job.
I don't like to say that I'm flirtatious. I like to get to the point.
You're hospitable though. Naturally,
I'm nice
when you're a bartender,
when I have to
yes,
be nice.
when you're a bartender and a server, you work in that industry. Naturally, you're hospitable because that literally is the job.
But I don't go over. See, but you know, people don't know the difference between just being nice and then being flirty. I'm never flirty. I don't flirt. I don't want your number like that. Like,
yeah, I don't want your number like that. I want your tip like that.
I want your tip. I don't want your number, okay? Like, I ain't trying to fuck you. I ain't trying to do none of that.
Mm-mm.
But that part, yeah. So I do get labeled.
So do you think like, okay, so I do feel personality does play a part in people calling you a hoe, because the friends I had were, one of them for sure was way more sexually active than I would have ever been. But my personality overrode hers, so it was like I was like the fast one. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm really not that slutty.
I think we all have I mean, I had in my 20s, I had friends.
Oh.
No, I had friends that it was like a couple of them were more sexually more active than I. So, but you know, they say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, but I don't really believe that either.
I don't believe that, but that's the perception.
Yeah, you need balance in your friendship. Y'all, I don't want to hang out with a whole bunch of people that act like me. I could not deal with me, all right? If I hung out with a bunch of people that acted like me, I probably wouldn't be friends with them right now.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that.
Thank God for my friends being patient, because I was a tough friend for a while to deal.
But no, you know, we got labeled just a whole. Even that time that I told you that we went and slashed this nigga's tires because he was out here just calling us hoes. But I ain't. See, my thing is this: I cannot be a hoe if I ain't fucked you.
You can't be a hoe if you fuck their friend.
If the person that's calling me a hoe. See, I think like I would never want to have that type of like any guy that I slept with. It's respect, no disrespect. Like this.
But do you think rules come with? Okay, so like, I've said this often, especially when Steve Harvey's book came out and they did like the 90-day rule. Like, I don't believe in shit like that.
No, I don't believe in
I do think that I don't try it at all. Let's be clear. I don't slept with a person on the first night. I don't slept with a person 2 years later after we done met. I done slept with somebody 6 months later in missionary style. I done been like raunchy freaky on day 2. I done fucked friends that turned into boyfriends. I done fucked nigga in the club, or like I did a whole bunch of clinical trials on this, right? So do you think, so I don't believe in a 90-day rule. However, do you think when you sleep with a guy on the first night or early, you're considered a hoe? Because I don't believe in those type of rules.
Because if I'm a hoe, he a hoe too. Because he did it too. I'm not the only one.
He's just being a man, Adrianna.
I don't give a fuck. I don't believe in that shit. If I sleep with you on the first date, I'm not sleeping by myself.
But men don't get call hoes.
I'll call him a hoe.
I cannot. So do you think that plays a role in it?
Plays a role in
like the timing and what you do, like. If you sleep with him too early, if you give him too much.
No, because if you sleep with him on the first date, I slept with a guy first date, and I could not get this nigga out of my hair. Like, I was so annoyed with him because he wanted to be like, nigga wanted to move in.
Don't you hate that when you sleep with somebody?
And I'm just like, come on, bro, damn.
Did I ever tell you how the time the one dude, like he always spent the night really because I was kind of drunk. So I passed out, so I couldn't kick him out in time. So I was just like, I don't even feel like it. Like, I was like, let me just go to sleep, and then he'll probably be gone when I wake up. Well, I woke up and he wasn't gone. Did I tell you how I pretended to go to church so he'll leave?
I did that.
Like, I literally got dressed for church.
I pretended like I went to work.
No, I literally got dressed like
I did
like Sunday
shower.
Gear. Yeah, took a shower, played music, played gospel music. I played like fucking Shirley Caesar. Yeah. I'm just fully dressed, and then I'm like, I thought like with me getting ready, he would leave, right? No, I literally had to get in the car, and I'm like, what? And then the thing was, once I got out my neighborhood, and then I just made a U-turn, and then I thought about it. Why didn't I just go to church? It was actually time for church, and I was dressed. Sorry, God.
No, I did that. This one guy, I didn't sleep with him. He got really high at my apartment, and he passed out. So I I let him sleep on the floor. And
Oh, aren't you sweet?
because he was high as a kite, so I didn't want that in my bed. So I let him sleep on the floor, and then so I was trying to wake him up the next morning, and he was trying to stay. So I pretended like I had to go to work, and I was just like, man. So I turned the shower on. I sat on the toilet
Texting.
I was texting my roommate at the time. I'm like, man, he gonna leave. So I literally was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to really put on my whole uniform. So I put on my outfit, and I'm like, all right, well, yeah, I gotta go to work, so you gotta leave. He was like, oh, I didn't even know. Yeah, I know, it's cool.
You put on your whole uniform?
I put on my whole, I was working at Olive Garden. And
so you put on it's black and white and Olive Garden and a tie?
I was like, oh, my badge is in the car. I gotta go. I'm late. So then I just did a U-turn.
That's way too much.
That was, niggas don't get the hint. Get out.
You know what? Because most people think you want to be spooned anyway. I don't want to be spooned. I don't like being spooned by people.
By the right person. By the right person.
Yeah, and I was about to say that,
but
it sounds so weird when you be like, I'll have sex with you, but you can't spoon me.
Spooning is way more intimate than having sex.
I want you inside my body cavity. Like, you're inside of me. You're closer than my mom has been to me.
I would rather that. Spooning is reserved for the special.
My pussy isn't. Spooning is reserved for the special. My pussy, anybody. Any fucking body.
You know what I mean.
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
But spooning is, that's like sweet.
So do you think you went through a whole phase?
Yes, I went through a whole phase. Absolutely.
What do you consider your whole phase, though?
My whole phase was
because I still debate. I might be in mine still, but go ahead.
It's still up in the air.
Yeah, it's still up in the air. It's still.
No, I feel like it's too much for me to have sex with multiple people.
That is.
While I think it's too much for my spirit. But back when I was like in my early 20s, yes, I liked one, I liked him, I liked him, and I liked him. So I remember I was probably like 23, 24, and I had 3 guys in rotation.
You're getting all the dicks.
So
good time.
So it was a good time.
Good time. Can't do it every day.
I can't do it now. See, now it's questionable because that's a lot of energy. It's a lot of moving around. I don't have time for that. So one good person, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think my whole phase was after college, for sure. After undergrad. Around grad school time, I think I went through like a sexual exploration type of deal. But the thing was, right when I... so stupid. So I was like just kind of really starting to like feel myself a little bit. I had just graduated. I was cute. It was a good time. And I was balling too. I went back home. I was living with my mom. My mom's
balling.
No, I was, because like my mom's one of them parents that like she didn't charge you, like when I graduated from school, when I graduated from FAMU, she didn't like, I didn't come home and she didn't like charge me rent or anything like that. It was kind of like if she wanted me to go to CVS to get some toilet tissue, you just better buy it. Yeah, you just better buy it. Or she called you on your way home from work and said, go get some bread, bitch, just go get the bread.
Yeah.
And she wasn't one of the people who call, you know how some people nickel and dime you? She wasn't like a nickel and dimer like that anyway. So we needed it. It wasn't like, oh, you're not paying no bill, so go buy me some dinner. It was just kind of like, oh, okay.
It's unspoken.
Yeah. And my mom was really like, she was a cool parent anyway, and when I look back at it, but then even post-college, she didn't really bother me. Like, my mom stayed in her room, and then she had an office.
Did you ever have sex in your mom's house?
Definitely did. Grown though, like grown? not even like kid? Not like kid sex, not like high school sex, like grown sex. Like I was technically fucking my professor at one point. Yeah,
scandalous.
And so I had sex with my professor, but he was very cute.
Was he young?
Yes, he was like one of those. He was the professor, but it's another word for them. Like, it wasn't like a professor aide. Like, I forgot his like additional title, but he was actually like, he taught my class, right?
Black, white?
Black. He was black. I was probably 22, so he was probably like 31, 32.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sexy.
And now that I think about it, I think I got like a C in that class.
I was just about to ask you, did you do good in that?
hey, I feel some type of way now. I need to go look at my transcript because I might have to hit him up and be like, wait, we need to talk about this.
What?
But no, so we did it. But the thing was, and I wanted to let my mom know we did it because I just went ahead and said he spent the night because I was just like,
your mama was there?
Oh, my mom was definitely like in the house.
Ooh.
And if she's listening, she hates my guts. She definitely was in the house.
Mama, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
It was so long ago.
She different. She changed.
It's like 10 years. It was like 10 years ago.
She's changed.
You can't be mad about 10 years ago. Yeah, no, but she probably didn't. But my mom's one of the people, she knew she probably wouldn't say nothing anyway. Yeah. So no, I did do it at her house. But right when I was getting ready to go into my whole phase, I had met this guy.
So you had a pre-whole phase? No,
this is all in the same phase.
Oh, okay.
So I met this guy and we went out one night. And it was so embarrassing because I was too grown for this. So he played basketball for like the college. But mind you, I had already graduated from FAM. Mm-hmm. So I'm like 23. No, I'm probably like 24, 25 at this point. And he's like probably like 21, 22. So we go to the club. I go back to his dorm room. Don't judge me. Which is bad because I hadn't had sex with somebody in their dorm room since I've been in a dorm room.
Ooh, I've never had sex in a dorm room. I
did.
think that I would never do it.
No, well, if you're in college, you have no choice.
I didn't go to college.
Yeah. If you live in a dorm, you ain't got no choice but to have sex in the dorm. So the thing was, so my mom knew I went on this date. I didn't come home because it was like we hooked up. You know, first night I'm pretty slutty, and I come home. This bitch done called the Orange County Police Department. Trying to file a missing persons report because my phone died. So she was calling me when my phone was dead.
You need to take that back. You said this bitch.
This lady, I like her. This lady calls the Orange County Police Department. So I come in the house and she got like my grandma on the phone. Like, mind you, I'm like fresh going into this whole phase, right? So she has like
your walk of shame outfit on.
Yeah, that was in the same clothes. But then when I came home, it was just, girl, you call the police. And she was like, yeah, I tried to file a missing persons report. And I just want to be like, nigga, I got laid. Like, what? So then she puts you need to call your grandma, tell your grandma you're not missing. So I called my grandma. My grandma's like, I'm not worried about no 20-year-old going out on a date. I figured you was like, my grandma basically was like, I figured you were being a whore.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And that was like the beginning. That was like the start.
They understood you.
My grandma did. My mama really had filed a missing persons report. And they got mad when they said you had to wait 48 hours.
I love it.
But that was like the beginning of like my free phase. And then even then though, I don't even when we talk about whole phases, it wasn't that I was sleeping with everybody I went on a date with. I don't think I had any like guidelines, if that makes sense. I wasn't opposed to sleeping with you.
Yeah.
Versus me just, I'm not gonna do it because I'm trying to get married.
Do I have guidelines?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to think. Maybe. If you were like popping, I was fucking with you. Back in the day.
What's popping?
Popping.
Dope boy magic.
Like dope boy. Like I loved me a good dope boy back in the day.
You would.
I loved the good dope boy.
You looked like you would. I never got into dope boys.
Love them. I mean, the kind with the grill. They had a chain. Yeah. He had a chain. I remember this one dude I used to hook up with. I remember the first night I saw him. It was at Club Roxy. Were you here?
I wasn't in Houston.
So Roxy was like the best place on a Wednesday night in Houston. Like everybody all went there. Like it was just one of the best clubs in Houston. And I remember seeing this guy and he had like a stack of money. And now I look back, I'm like, oh my God, it was so stupid. I would never talk to a guy that did that now. But he had this stack of money and some song came on and he pulled out his money and he was just throwing it in the air and like, yeah, showing his teeth. And I said, that's him. That is him. That is my new boo. Man. Stupid. And then I remember I went and I purposely bumped into him. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He was like, you want something to drink? I said, yeah.
What were you drinking, Long Island?
No, bitch, I was drinking Taka and cranberry, girl.
Girl, not Taka.
Yes,
not Taka.
Oh, give me a double.
Fancy.
Give me a double. Taka vodka and cranberry juice.
Taka's the fucking worst.
And now I still see him every now and then sporadically, but I still see him and I'm just like, oh my God, what was I thinking? And I really liked him.
Ain't it the worst when you see somebody you had sex with? You just like, why did I do this to my vagina?
I was like, man, why? But you know, he's cool.
So you think every girl should go through a whole phase?
Yes. I think so. I think you gotta get it out.
Because is it really a whole? Because I think it's more like, I think you start getting more curious about. I don't even consider it a whole phase. I think
it's not.
I think everyone get curious about sex.
Yes, because sex is. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. It helps you. It helps ease depression. It helps you go to sleep. It lifts your mood. So it's good for a lot of things. I think it may even speed up your metabolism if you have it often enough. I'm not too sure. I read that.
You've been spewing out facts that ain't real.
I read it somewhere.
Because if that's the case, girl, let me do some more. Speed this metabolism up.
But I think like sex is not a bad thing, and I think like our society, we like make it seem like it's a bad thing, but it's only natural to want to know, like,
to be curious.
To be curious.
Do you think you age out of the whole phase?
I think you, just from me personally, I just am not. I'm not into it anymore. Like I don't.
You age out.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because I think 30 is the age, though. And this is, I think 30 works two ways, right?
Yeah.
So, arguably, people lose their virginity probably between, like, I would say 16 and probably, like, 20.
I lost mine at 16.
I was
to Hispanic 18. Boy, I loved him.
Was I 18? No. I was about to be 18, so I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
I was, like, a few months before my 18th birthday. But, so you lose your virginity, then, like, I think early sex, and this is why I said if I had kids, I won't get upset if my daughter was to lose her virginity to some high school boy when she's in high school. I would take hella offense. It's a criminal act if you're over 18, but I think kids should have kid sex. Because when you're that young, you're having like, you don't know what y'all really doing sex, right? Versus if you 16 and you fucking a grown man if you're fucking R. Kelly. Yeah. I seen his sex tape, and the first thing I said when I seen his sex tape was like, that little girl's too young to get a dick like this. Like, I genuinely, that was my first thought. Like,
kids should have, they
should have that. I don't really know what we're doing. Sex.
This is weird.
It's missionary. What are we doing sex? That shit R. Kelly put on that little ass girl. I was like, girl, I'm grown and I don't even want that type of sex. I'll lose my mind. But no, so you lose your virginity between like 16 and like 20 or whatever, right? And then you turn 30, but you've been having sex on and off since you've been about 16, 17, 18 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And you probably have a few boyfriends in between or whatever, but you've been like fully sexually active because for the most part you've been a single girl or woman between 16 and 30. So then you kind of age up, because then at 30, you're just like, oh, okay, cool, I'm good. Now, I think it's a flip, because if you've been 16, 17, and you get with your high school sweetheart or your college sweetheart or whatever, and y'all date, and y'all in this long-term relationship, and y'all might have been engaged or might have got married, but everything ends around 30, 31, then you missed out on this whole 20s era being wild because you were being a wife or like the infinite girlfriend.
I really think it's important for people to have just that phase where they're curious and like if they want to experience something, they experience it without, I just think that it's important because I honor that part of my history because
it was a good time.
Because it was a good time. I had an amazing 20s. My 20s were awesome.
All the dicks just chasing you.
I mean, It was a great time, but now it's more like, okay, I need quality over quantity.
No, for sure.
20s is all about quantity.
Yeah, it's like you want to talk to everybody.
I want to talk to everybody.
You want to go out every night.
I want to go out and Monday through Monday. If I have to stay up all night, I want to do it. Like, but now you can't. Like 10 o'clock, I'm asleep. I'm tired. I'm tired.
I just don't want to see people naked no more. I'm so over it.
They have a nice body, man. I appreciate a good body. I do.
I feel like I don't know. Whole faces are tough.
So explain to me. What are you feeling about your phase right now?
I mean, it's still, like I said, it's still a debatable conversation if I'm in or out of it. I feel like I'm in and out of I feel like I'm out, right? But then I can have a moment of in, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But I think a lot of it too is I never had those rules that everyone else had. Like, Joan on like Girlfriends had like a 3-date rule, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody has, or even like I get the 90-day rule in theory. All Steve Harvey is saying, if you get to know somebody, you might realize you might not want to fuck with them anyway, which is right though.
Yeah, but I don't want to take I don't want to take any advice from a man like that.
Well, he did have like 3 divorces, and
I don't want to take advice. I think that's stupid. Like, think like a man, act like a woman, whatever the fuck. That's fucking dumb. I just want to think like myself. I want to be like myself.
I want to think like Adrianna and act like Adrianna.
Like, I don't want to take advice like that. Like, you have to, whatever is comfortable for you. That is it.
I think whatever your speed
no
is.
rules. It's no rule. Like, there is no book beside. Okay, then people are gonna be like, oh, there's the Bible. Yes, there's the Bible, but the Bible is very like vague in some of the things.
Yeah, because people use the Bible the way they feel like using it.
Right. So what I'm saying is, like, there's no rule book to life. There's no way. There's no like book that says, okay, sex. You do this, you do this,
everything,
you do this.
It depends on the person, the situation, who you with, the time, the space you're in, the space they're in, the space y'all are in, physically, together, mentally, emotionally. So that's why I think I never really got into like, though. And like I said, I've been the person that dated a friend. So we've been friends for a year and a half. Okay, let's give this relationship a try. Let's have sex. That shit ended up disastrous. Yeah. Got back with the boy I was with in high school. Ended up disastrous. The dude I slept with on the first night, eventually, it ended up disastrous. So right now, y'all people can't
say what
works and what don't work, because I done did some trial and errors. And there's been a lot of errors in the trials. Yeah,
no, just fuck whoever you want to fuck.
That's
make sure
fuck whoever you want to fuck. Use protection.
Use protection. Please.
And when they say condoms don't fit, they're lying.
They're lying.
They're fucking lying.
And you know what? I think it's also important for women to have condoms with them too, because guys are trying to be sneaky. And
do I keep condoms?
I'll give you some. I work at the health department.
So you really,
have
yes. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Preserve my vagina for me.
Yes, girl. I'll get you some.
So do you think? So you're completely out of your whole phase.
I'm out of that multiple guy phase. I'm into one guy phase.
I never did multiple. What's multiple? Like a couple of people in a month? What do you consider multiple?
Like rotating more than one person.
So like having sex with 2 people in 1 week?
I don't know.
I mean, I need a number.
I don't know. I mean, okay, so let me think back to this period. I had one guy.
I don't think I did that.
I did. And it was a good time. I mean, everybody played. Well, nobody knew about each other, but it's like Build-A-Bear.
Well, how's it like Build-A-Bear? Go ahead. I get it, but
you picked out what you liked about that person, and you just looked at.
So it's like Monday, I want some head. He's great at head.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I want a good stroke. He got a good stroke. Friday,
I just want to be smooth. I just want to be smooth. And he's a good smooner.
He's a good handsome spooner. He rubs my hair.
And he really likes me.
And he whispers sweet nothings in my ear.
And he buys me food sometimes. So, you know,
And he buys. It's always buy food. Always.
I mean, you're number one with me. If you can buy me food,
Always buy food.
Spooning and food. I promise that's the key to my heart.
Spooning and food. Mm-hmm. Money's the key to mine, friends. Fuck's wrong with you? I guess so. Have you ever had? I like to call it transactional sex. Have you had transactional sex?
Now, what is transactional sex? Defined. What
Transactional. Okay, so men never go to us for money. They always go for the goods. They want the good and services that we can provide. You know what that mouth do, kind of thing. How's your vagina? Right? Girls never, for the most part, women aren't turned on like by I wonder how his dick is. It's like, oh, he got, like you said, you seen the guy holding the wad of money. It was like, oh, that's my new boo. Of course, that should be your new boo. He can pay your rent or your mortgage or your car note or. So transactional sex, and I say it that way because really,
it is a transaction.
It's a transaction to an extent. You know, if you give him some, you know,
like meaning like if I have sex with him
and he pays your cell phone bill the next day, that's transactional. Because he's actually paying for
the boyfriend that did that, but it was
that's your boyfriend. Oh, okay. You have a dude that you used to talk to that you knew if you needed something, all you had to do was spend some quote unquote quality time and you'll get it. That's transactional sex.
I don't like that term transactional.
It's transactional. It is. I mean, in reality, you provided a good and service.
I was dating a guy that, I mean, we were having sex, but I would just say, hey, I really want to go see Jay-Z.
That's transactional.
In NYC.
That's hella transactional because you don't even live in NYC. That's hella transactional. That's transactional. Was that your boyfriend?
He was my man friend.
Difference. Transactional.
Really?
Anytime you do something in funds of some sort of nature comes your way within the next 2 to 3 days, within the day or at max 3 days later, it's transactional.
I was a cold ass nigga, man.
Like, kind of like, I had this guy, we used to fuck on and off, and like, I forgot, I think like I cracked my windshield or something. So like, we hung out that day, he knew my windshield had cracked. And then we did it, but I mean, we was doing it because we was just gonna do it anyway. But then it was just like, well, how much it cost to fix your windshield? And then he had like safe right or safer light.
I think that I mean, if we're being intimate and we're being now, mind you, if it's not like a one night stand or just like fuck buddy type shit, but like if y'all like on the regular, I don't think that that's transactional.
You don't think it's transactional if you provide a good service and they pay for it? Because people pay for it. People not gonna say they're getting it.
I know people
don't want to say they're getting it paid for, but you're getting it paid for.
But I don't personally think. I think
you would like to
levels.
not think.
I think it's levels. It's levels to the transactional theory. I think it's levels.
What are the levels? Because
like,
because you don't want to have, you don't think a girlfriend, you don't think the girlfriend serious last week. And you just want the world to be peachy cream. I'm more like, girl.
No, I don't believe the world is peachy cream. I just believe that there's levels, right?
So you never provided a good in service to an extent. You might and with that being said, I don't want to say transactional sex as if like you go in knowing, but you provide a good in service.
Well,
and you get funded later.
Well, I mean, isn't that all what sex is? Isn't it all of it?
But providing a good in service and getting paid for it?
Yeah. Isn't it all that? I mean, think about it. You got something.
No, I don't want that. That's an inside joke, friend. I ain't want that. You bitch. And I'm not gonna let them in on that one. No, but like a bill. But like a cell phone bill, that's not transactional?
No.
If you isn't it not all
sex is
it's transactional. You did say that because if
all
they take
sex is transactional.
When dudes will take you to dinner and stuff, is that not them trying to woo you to get? So I guess all sex is transactional.
All sex is transactional.
So we're all prostitutes.
Basically. But there's levels. The level of the prostitution.
What's the level? I need 500 or paying koi for the boy? Well, because everybody plays koi for the boy. Coy for the boy meaning you need some shit, but it's two type of women in the world. One,
Coy for the boys.
coy for the boys who need some shit, but they ain't really gonna say they need some shit. And then the girls who be like $500.
I mean, you could be transactional sex in a marriage. Because the wife knows, he ain't finna buy, he tight with his money, he ain't finna buy me this bag that I want, so I'm gonna have to suck him up, fuck him up, eat, feed his ass, massage his back for this bag.
So it's all transactional.
It's all transactional, man. You got to use what you got to get what you want.
Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie, thank you. That is another quote.
Ronnie Ho quote.
Ronnie taught me everything I need to know in Players Club.
Okay. I'm just saying.
So
I think all sex is transactional.
we're spewing a whole bunch of shit on this podcast. It's gonna be some 16-year-old not knowing what to do with their lives. And if you're 16, please don't listen to this. It means it's too late.
And then if you're 16, like, just fucking be smart. Don't
use condoms,
friends. Look, man, the shit's real out there. Please use a condom.
It is very real. I will tell y'all my chlamydia story one day. So it is real. I got a whole story about chlamydia. It wasn't a good time.
Taking penicillin and antibiotics and all that shit. That's not fun.
It's not fun when you tell your mama too.
Yeah.
My mama technically STD shamed me, but whatever.
And you know what? Fuck it. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
So, you're out your whole phase.
I am. I'm in my quality phase. Quality dick phase.
Not even quality dick phase, quality people phase.
Quality people.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't be calling people dicks.
Yeah, it's quality
they're
people.
Humans.
They're humans.
Yeah. No, quality people phase. Indeed. Because you know what? My vagina, you're not finna run up my mileage. I'm sorry.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
I'm sorry. That mileage, don't nobody want to marry no woman that got some high mileage.
How you know? Do people still ask how many people you fucked? I think that's such a stupid question.
But if everybody knows your business.
Well, that is true.
So if you are out here you've been fucking all these people in your 20s and and then all these people.
Nah, you can
chit chat.
You can rebirth yourself. I knew this chick fucked all the Kappas. Nah, not even a joke. And then she was on shit that like you wouldn't fathom at 2021. Like she was like tough licking ass and shit. And I remember like we was like what? Like we was all up into the gossip.
Licking ass?
Yes, I'm telling you, this was like a full story. This girl fucked literally every Kappa known to man, right? When we was in college. So this might have been like our freshman year, right? By the time we got to our senior year, they stopped calling her by her nickname, and then she started using her like her real first name because she had like a nickname that everybody called her. She then went on started getting called by her first name, right? Started wearing pearls, and she was like, she did, the true story. And she ended up being like a Kappa queen. I'm telling you. And then the whole time, me and my homegirl was in the audience.
Because she has respect for herself.
Girl, me and my homegirl was in the audience.
If you don't have respect for yourself, it can come back to bite you. Now, if she was still doing that, and
but then a lot of people might have dead it off too. Not dead it off, but a lot of people might have graduated too from that era of her being a slut.
And that could happen too.
Yeah, you gotta change your clique.
You gotta change your surroundings.
You gotta change your city.
You gotta change your city.
You gotta change your whole ass city.
Yes, because if you out there fucking everybody, thinking that you gonna get wiped up real quick and you got high mileage, nah.
Or you can live by me and my best friend came up with a rule back in the day because she hated the person I lost my virginity to. So every year we get rid of one person.
Then like your body count just fall off like credit?
One person. Yeah, every year. It's one person. We don't bring that motherfucker up.
When I turned 30...
You cleared it out? I'm a virgin.
My past.
I'm a virgin.
So anybody that I had sex with in my 20s, I don't even acknowledge. I don't recognize.
Your whole damn 20s?
I don't acknowledge. I don't remember.
Nigga, you can't.
I Mariah Carey them. I don't know them.
You cannot get rid of like a whole past, my nigga. A decade?
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
Well,
that's disrespectful.
So, I'll take back one person. He's good. We actually are still very close and still friends.
You can't get rid of like a whole decade of niggas.
I can. I did.
How many people you slept with? One.
I don't remember.
What do you mean?
I Mariah Carey them. I don't know. I don't remember them. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember that even happening. Where are the receipts? See, luckily, social media wasn't as prevalent back then Therefore, I don't remember anything. Where are the receipts? I want to see pictures.
You know, that is true, though. There's some people I slept with that I look at and just act like I didn't sleep with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they
I don't
didn't see me
remember.
naked.
I don't remember anything. I'm sorry. I don't recall. And if you don't have any...
A whole
text
decade,
message-
though?
Yeah.
That's
And I dare somebody to try to challenge that.
so really, how many people you slept with? Oh, like 2.
No, I'm honest with it, but as far as like claiming that, nah, nigga.
I think some people you shouldn't claim because you grow out of them anyway.
Yeah, like I don't remember. And I'm sure it was probably a lovely memory, but I don't remember it. Sorry, I don't.
Horrible.
As soon as I hit 30, they all dropped off. It's like credit.
Yeah, 7 years.
Falls off.
That is true.
It falls off. And I have not, and if like my whole phase literally was from like 20 to like 25.
That's a lot of dicks.
It was tough. It was a busy 5 years. But once I hit 25, I was in Dallas and I had slowed down. And then when I moved back, that's when I was trying to get my life together. So it was really just like, and then I met my ex-boyfriend at 28. And we were together for like almost 2-3 years. So, yeah, no.
Vaginal rejuvenation.
Vaginal rejuvenation.
If it can birth the baby, you can get snatched again.
You just gotta do Kegels.
What's that when you squeeze your vagina muscles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's how you keep it.
I'm actually doing them right now.
See? It's like brand new.
Who needs a body count when you're snatched?
Yeah, when you got Kegels, you do your Kegels regularly.
Well, friends, that's it for this week.
That was fun.
It was fun. I mean, now I need to figure out if I'm in my whole phase still or not.
And if you are, it's okay.
No, I don't really think I'm in my whole phase. I'm in my bored phase sometimes. Like, for the most part, there's no dicks coming my way. But if I get bored, it's like...
But if you go out, you can. There ain't nothing to get. Dicks is just like left, right. They everywhere, girl.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that's the easiest thing to get right now.
I don't even want them. Yeah, I told you, my vagina's temperamental. My vagina's really funny acting.
I'm telling you, that's the easiest thing to get right now is some dick.
I guess. I don't go out no more. That's what it is.
I was just chilling last night, and the nigga was just like trying to offer me some dick. I'm like, dog, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I'm just chilling. Niggas not necessary. It's annoying.
Men are kind of annoying. They're kind of disgusting.
They are.
Men are disgusting.
But they're cute at the same time.
They're cute and they're very attractive and they're a good time, but they're disgusting.
They're disgusting.
And for the most part, I fucking hate them. I really fucking hate them.
I love selective feel.
My gosh. I don't want to be naked anymore around people.
You know, I'm starting to like being naked. I guess it's like
Exhibitionist.
I think it's like I'm coming into my I'm about to be 33.
Oh, you feeling yourself.
And you know, I'm like, okay, this is 30. This is 30.
This is what 30's supposed to be.
This is supposed to be like. This is like I'm okay with my body and my little woman boobs and my small little butt. I'm okay with that. And I just want to sit on my bed, just chill.
Just watching
naked.
Queen of the South naked.
Watching Queen of the South naked.
I can't take you seriously. Oh my God, you're the worst.
That's what your 30s is about, man.
Being naked.
Being naked.
So what have people learned from this podcast today?
That it's okay. Don't be hoe shamed. Don't you dare be hoe shamed. If you're in your hoe phase, you be in your hoe phase.
You be proud.
You be proud.
And when your mama calls the Orange County Police Department saying you're missing, you tell her that
your phone died.
Your phone died and you was having sex.
You were having nasty hot sex, and it's all right because you used a condom. You're not pregnant.
And he wasn't circumcised. Never mind. That's a whole nother. He wasn't circumcised. Ugh.
Woo!
But I was already there, so it was just the worst.
Ew!
I know. He had. It's
no, I'm not trying to shame the uncircumcised either.
you just shamed the uncircumcised.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Well, you guys, you can follow us on Recovering Party Girls on IG and Facebook.
Ja.
It's Party Girls Pod.
On Twitch.
No. Yeah, Party Girls Pod on Twitter. That is correct. And I'm NatoyaEbony on all social media.
And I'm Adrianna Cool.
You're really not. You're Miss Cool in the City on IG.
I really need to
Why
learn my
she just completely lied with a straight face. She is Miss Cool in the City. It's MSCOOL_ the letter N City.
You guys, I don't know my own.
That was way difficult. You need to get a better name. But you guys, and write into us. Recovering Girls.
Recovering Party Girls
letters.
Yeah.
Recovering Party Girls letters at Gmail. I need to learn our shit too. But we will be here same time next week.
Y'all share our shit, man.
Yeah. Fucking seriously. Share this shit. Share, like, comment. Be a good time. You want to hear us. And we want to talk to you. And, shoot the shit about all our bad mistakes. Please. And dumbass decisions.
Yes.
But we will see you next Wednesday.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.